Now, most of you already know that China give us their NEV registration insurance each and every week. Now, these insurance registrations, ladies and gents, gives us guidance on the kind of deliveries we can expect from the EV companies like Nio. Now, ladies and gents, this week, or the report that we received this week for last week, ladies and gents, showed that the Nio has beaten, or last week Nio beat Tesla in terms of the insurance registration numbers, which is something that obviously is the very first time, and it gives me hope to say that one day Nio will become that company, or might become that company that maybe surpass Tesla when it comes to deliveries. I mean, this is something that when I read, or when I saw an article indicating the last week's insurance registration, I was sort of like excited, because Nio, for those of you that have been following for some time, it is a stock that seriously dominates my stock market portfolio, because I believe in its fundamentals and its future prospect. Now, one thing that you must take note on this article, or on these insurance registrations which were reported today, is that, ladies and gents, the total insurance registrations for last week was around 77,000, which was down from the 163,000 we saw on the previous week, and that is of course the week of December. So this is something that of course you must take consideration on. But one thing, like I said, which is really exciting me as a new investor, is for the fact that Nio delivered, or Nio's insurance registrations are more than Tesla's insurance registrations. Though I know that maybe in the next coming weeks I might not be able to say that, as you know that Tesla's, ladies and gents, they have cut their price in some of their models in China, which is, ladies and gents, making them to receive a huge amount of orders from their cars, which is something that obviously is definitely going to boost their deliveries. Because if I am not mistaken, I read an article which was indicating that for the past 3 days, Tesla managed to received 30,000 orders from the Chinese consumers, which is something that obviously shows that a lot of people are really taking a good advantage of the price cuts from some of the Tesla models, which is something that in China, which is something that obviously is going to be, or definitely boost their NEV insurance sales in the coming weeks. But last week, ladies and gents, the headlines that really gets me to be excited is for a fact that obviously Nio delivered more than Tesla, or Nio recorded more numbers of insurance registrations more than Tesla, which is something that is incredible. Now, as I've said, now before going any deep into this video, you already know that this video is just an entertainment video and not a professional financial advice video. Now, I really appreciate if you can just hit the likes button if you are enjoying the content that I'm giving you about last week's insurance registration report we got today. So yes, I'm very excited, and one thing that of course a lot of Nio investors are patiently waiting to see is Nio obviously starting to report at least over 4,000 insurance registrations, because then we will know that at least they are heading towards the right direction of maybe starting to deliver at least 20,000 vehicles on a month to month. Because as it stands, their record right now, as I've told you, is currently sitting at around 3,975. So Nio has never reported over 3,975 insurance registration in a week. So getting Nio to at least maybe report 4,000 will be a good thing, or it will be a record, as Nio has never done that. Now, you remember that the CEO of Nio said that one of the things that obviously made them to not deliver as much vehicles as they should, they are planning to obviously address that this year, which is why he wrote an internal letters to all the Nio employees, trying to address all maybe internal issues that might have led Nio not to, of course, deliver the kind of deliveries that they were supposed to deliver last year. So that's good news, and that, ladies and gents, makes me to strongly believe that very soon we're going to see Nio reporting some good maybe insurance registration number per week. And for a fact that still the Nio CEO indicated that by around March, of course, the supply chain constraints might come to an end around March, April, which is something that also that, ladies and gents, boosts my confidence going in the Q2 of 2023 to say that we might see Nio delivering some good delivery numbers, and those ladies and gents that are persevering, those that are continuing to load the boat whenever they can onto this new stock are definitely going to be rewarded, because when the supply chain constraints issues disappear, and also the Nio's internal issues disappear, zero COVID policy disappearing, ladies and gents, we can get to see, or we are going to see Nio delivering some good delivery numbers, due to the fact that those three were the major things that made Nio maybe not to deliver as many vehicles as they planned to, because of those three issues. So getting to see those three issues maybe fading away, expected to fade away maybe by the end of this Q1, it makes me to be really excited. And the fact that today we got to see at least Nio beating Tesla in terms of insurance registrations, which were reported last week, makes me to be really excited. And I mean, personally, I would like to see maybe many weeks like this where we see Nio beating Tesla in terms of insurance registrations in China. Otherwise, with all that, guys, I'm still very bullish, long and strong onto this new stock. And if you want to load or increase or add this new stock to your portfolio for the very first time, as I always say, please do make sure that you do your own due diligence, so that at least you can be comfortable when you are investing onto this stock. Otherwise, personally, I'm going to continue loading the boat, increasing my holdings whenever I can onto this new stock, because I know that this is a stock which is just set to do very well. I mean, these insurance registrations that were reported today, though Nio did not hit their record, which is 3,975, and only report 2,818, it makes me to be really excited. I mean, Tesla reported 2,110, and like I said, Nio reported 2,818, which obviously the numbers don't lie, numbers are like that. And this makes me to believe that, yeah, Nio, regardless of maybe the demand dropping or the sales dropping in the first week of January, Nio continues to do very well, because the single screen notice that they managed to be in the top 5, meaning that Nio's cars continue to do well. Nio's cars continue to be in demand, which is something that obviously it is a good thing. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey, and God bless you all.